So hello friends and welcome to a yet another live video of my cricket dreams. So in this video I plan to say Dream11 IPL 2020 match number 9. Kings 11 Punjab versus Rajasthan Royals at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It was a fantastic match between these two fierce teams as these Smith-led RR win in a thriller against Rahul-led Kings 11 Punjab. It was an absolute stunning victory for RR as in this match there were many records broken in the IPL history. If you're looking at both these teams before the match, RR are placed in the second position in the points table, whereas Kings 11 Punjab are just down them in the number 3rd position. So both these teams have some experienced players in their ranks, and if you're looking at our, they have the likes of some experienced players like Sanju, Samson, Steve Smith, and also their batting will be boosted as the return of Buttler will also influence their batting lineup. Looking at the wicketkeeper options, they have many wicket-keeping options in the form of Ravi, Uthappa, Sanju, Samson, and Buttler. If you're looking at Kings 11 Punjab, if you're a Kings 11 Punjab fan, you'll be pretty surprised in the exclusion of Chris Gale in the first 3 matches of Kings 11 Punjab. Usually in 2019, Kings 11 Punjab would go with the opening pair of Chris Gale and Rahul, but in this year they instead trusted on the Indian Test opening batsman Mayank Agarwal, paired with the skipper, the newly skipper of Kings 11 Punjab, Rahul, and it also paid for them nicely as both of them do wonders in this match as well, but unfortunately in a losing cause. Now before saying the extended review and the toss of the match, we can just see the 11s of both the teams. Considering the Royals, they have a good batting lineup and has terrifically boosted with the likes of Buttler also coming. They have also have a solid middle order, whereas their bowling has also, I think so, when I'm seeing the 11 has settled in my thoughts. So I think so I now will say the 11 of Royals. In this 11, Buttler and Steve Smith will open their innings. It is the second time in IPL history where Steve Smith will open. The first time was also in Dream11 IPL 2020 itself in the first match of RR. At number 3, it will be Sanju Samson, who had a terrific night in the last game of RR, scoring 74 runs. At number 4, it will be Robin Uthappa. At number 5, it will be Riyan Parag. Number 6, it will be Rahul Tewatia. Number 7, Jofra. Number 8, Curran. Number 9, Shreyas Gopal. Number 10, Rajput. And number 11, Undakut. So they have a quite settled bowling attack in the form of Jofra, Curran, Rajput, and Undakut. They have 4 pace bowlers. They have Shreyas Gopal and Rahul Tewatia as the lone spinners, and Riyan Parag as the sub spinner of the team as well. So I think so it's quite a settled team for RR, and they will be extremely happy of the return of Buttler, which I said before. So now we can see the 11 of Kings 11 Punjab. Looking at Kings 11 Punjab, they would like to continue their winning streak, which was started in their second match against RCB, which they comprehensively defeated RCB by 97 runs, and they will be hoping to put such a show in their 3rd match as well. So looking at their 11, Rahul and Mayank Agarwal will open the innings. At number 3, it will be Karun Nair. Number 4, Pooran. Number 5, Maxwell. Number 6, Neesham. number 7 Sarfaraz Khan, number 8 Murugan Ashwin, number 9 Mohammed Shami, number 10 Sheldon Cottrell, and number 11 Ravi Bishnoi. Looking at the pace bowling attack, I think it one of the most consistent consistent pace bowling battery, as it has Mohammed Shami and Sheldon Cottrell, two of the most premium fast bowlers. They also have a young spin bowling attack in the form of Murugan Ashwin and Sheldon Cottrell. They also have an extra all-rounder in the name of Neesham as well. So I think it is going to be a terrific matchup between these two fierceful teams. Now looking at the extended review of these two teams, both these teams wanted to get off to a good start. Before that, I would just like to say the toss. In the toss, Steve Smith led Ara, won the toss and decided to bowl first. So that means KXIP's two openers, Rahul and Mayank Agarwal, opened the innings, and both of them took the team for a flying start as they recorded third highest partnership in Dream11 IPL history, as both of them notched a brilliant 183 runs partnership in a quick time until the 17th over. But unfortunately they couldn't continue until that, as Mayank Agarwal was caught by Curran of Sanju's Samson. Rajasthan Royals have finally broken through. End of a master innings from Mayank Agarwal, as Mayank Agarwal amassed 106 runs in just 50 balls and at an astonishing strike rate of 212. And the most surprising thing is that Curran got the wicket from a full toss delivery. The full toss is in the pads in which Agarwal tried to flex it for the stance, but only manages to get the height on it. It goes towards deep mid-wicket. Samson runs in and takes a good catch. It is probably a tired shot from Agarwal. He could not get the power behind it. It's 183 for the loss of 1 wicket in 16.5 overs. So I think so the damage was already done in the first innings with the likes of Rahul and Mayank Agarwal, because it was such a brilliant partnership. Rahul was the man of anchoring, as he scored 70 of 54 deliveries. But the Mayank Agarwal was the aggressor, scoring 106 runs. So after that there were no partnerships, and Kings 11 Punjab at one end was trying to take back the game into their hands, but unfortunately a fiery from Pooran at the end, scoring 25 runs of 8 deliveries with the help of 1 4 and 3 sixes at a strike rate of 312.50, resulted in a mammoth score for Kings 11 Punjab, as both of them together scored 223 for the loss of just 2 wickets. And surprisingly, if Rajasthan Royals are able to chase this will be the most highest successful chase in Dream11 IPL history. So it is going to be taking some sort of action or thrilling action if Rajasthan Royals would be able to just win this match. Looking at the second innings, two Australian batsmen, one England wicketkeeper batsman, Josh Buttler, and Steve Smith, and Australia's current vice captain in the limited overs, Steve Smith, are ready to open the innings. And for the bowling department, Mohammed Shami will bowl the first over. Both of them in the result of Kings 11 Punjab, these two players didn't get the team to a good start, as in the score of 19 in the third over. Josh Buttler was caught by Sarfaraz Khan. It was out caught, and Sheldon Cottrell, as his traditional style, bring out the salute. Cottrell strikes, and it is the wicket of the dangerous Josh Buttler. Buttler can be dangerous in chases like this, but he fails on his return to the side. Cottrell's 5th wicket in this tournament, and he is happy man. Short of a length ball on off, Buttler moves down the track and looks to flick. It goes officially towards mid-wicket, where Sarfaraz Khan takes a very good catch, diving forward. It is a score of 19 for the loss of 1 wicket. New batsman in was Steve Smith. And just like Sanju, Samson and Steve Smith performed a magnificent partnership in their last match, These two players were also up to the ante, as both these players stitched in a magnificent 80 runs partnership before Steve Smith hauled out. But before scoring a brilliant 50 of 27 deliveries at a strike rate of 185.90. These two players scored regular boundaries and sixes and thus never let the run rate to go below 9. And this was a happy sign for the RR dugout as well. So, both these players staged a 80 runs partnership before Steve Smith was caught by James Neesham of Mohammed Shami. It was a 50 and out for Steve Smith. This time Steve Smith will be very disappointed about that. He needed to continue and see his team home but perishes in the search of quick runs. Full ball outside out, Smith looks to go over deep cover but does not time it well. Despite being a small ground, it only got the height and it goes towards cover where Shami runs ahead and takes a simple catch. Smith is very upset with himself as he walks back. 124 more needed from 11 overs. New batsman in was surprisingly Rahul Tewatia. I actually thought that Rahul Tewatia didn't have that much good strike rate. I thought that someone like Uthappa, Riyan, Parag, or maybe even Jofra who scored just 30 runs of 9 deliveries against CSK in their last match. So I thought that Jofra would just be promoted at number 4 in search of a brilliant cameo. But instead it was Rahul Tewatia. Rahul Tewatia and Sanju Samson staged a 60 runs partnership in which Sanju Samson scored all the 50 runs of them, and the 10 runs was only scored by Rahul Tewatia. Rahul Tewatia was struggling in the early few balls he faced because he only scored 14 runs of 21 deliveries. But the aggressive man in the last innings was the aggressive man in this innings as well. Sanju Samson, the Kerala wicketkeeper, scored 85 runs of 42 deliveries at a strike rate of about 200. It was a brilliant match-winning innings from Sanju Samson. But unfortunately, at a score of 161 in the 17th over, Sanju Samson had also perished by Mohammed Shami. And when the wicket was gone, I also thought that it probably was the game over for Rajasthan. Because Shami, he was a brilliant bowler, bowled a pace of short delivery. Once again, he bowls a short delivery, a fiery short delivery in which Sanju Samson looked to hook it over the wicketkeeper, but unfortunately he didn't get the timing which was necessary. And it went straight to the wicketkeeper Rahul, who didn't make any type of mistake. Shami again, just as the team captain needed, strikes again for Kings level Punjab. It is 161 for the loss of 3 wickets. So after that, the new batsman in was Uthappa. Rahul Tewatia, who was struggling at one end, and Uthappa, who was the new man in, almost never did the job for RR. But both of them somehow staged a magnificent 50 runs partnership. And the aggressor was Rahul Tewatia. Yes, you would believe it. Because Rahul Tewatia headed one of the most premium fast bowlers of West Indies, Sheldon Cottrell, for 5 continuous sixes. This incident actually happened in the 18th over and Sheldon Cottrell was bowling. In the 6 deliveries he bowled full quota. He conceded 30 runs. No. Rahul Tewatia scored 5 sixes. And thus it upped the ante of his aggressive approach, and because of this confidence he also even attacked Mohammed Shami and was also successful in that. So this 30-run over just improved the game for RR. Just give the game completely to RR's hands, and that is the game of cricket. In each and every delivery, especially in a T20 cricket, anything can happen. And in this match, in the space of just 1 over, Rahul Tewatia, who I am again saying struggled at the early stages, scored 30 runs of a premium West Indies bowler. Talking about the experience in Sharjah. So after that, RR never really lost the plot. As even though some quick wickets was gone, as Rahul Tewatia hold on at the score of 222. The match was already fixed in the hands of RR, and at the last over, RR needed just 2 runs to win from 6 deliveries. Jofra, he scored a cameo of 13 in just 3 deliveries at an astonishing strike rate of 433, and it dealt the game for RR. The winning runs were headed by Tom Curran, and RR won the game little bit comprehensively by 4 wickets, 3 balls left. So it was a magnificent chase by RR, and a lot of records was broken. First of all, it is the highest ever IPL run chase in Dream11 IPL run chase in the history. And if you're looking at Kings 11 Punjab, they have many positives in this match in the form of Rahul, Mayank, Agarwal, but they will be little unpleased with the works of Sheldon, Cottrell. They pace bowlers who in the starting of the video said the most consistent. Again, in the ending of the video, have to say that it was the most lacked bowling attack. If you're looking at the bowling attack of Kings 11 Punjab, everyone had a economy of about 10. Sheldon Cottrell, the man who just gave the game to RR, conceded 52 runs. He eventually took the wicket, a wicket of Buttler, but unfortunately it was his only first wicket in this match at an economy of 17.33. Mohammed, Shami, who I considered as a star, conceded 53 runs in 4 overs. He took 3 wickets at an economy of 13.25. Ravi Bishnoi was pretty decent. He's in his full quota. He conceded 34 runs, which was very economical when Ravi Bishnoi is comparing to other bowlers. His economic is less than 9. 8.50. James Neesham, the new income, he is playing his second game. Bowled 4 overs and conceded 40 runs. He took 1 wicket of Steve Smith at an economic of 10. Correct 10. Murugan Ashwin was also a bit expensive. He only bowled 1.3 overs and conceded 16 runs in 1 wicket, 10.67 economic. Glenn Maxwell bowled 3 overs, 29 runs, conceded 9.67. It was a out of fashion disciplinary bowling from Kings 11 Punjab, but RR will be very much pleased. The only problem for them will be their pace bowling attack, even though they have the likes of Jofra, Archer and all, and they would just like to improve it a little bit, and they will be a perfect team. Before just ending this video, I'll just like to say the standings. DC continues to dominate the first position because of the net run rate. Their net run rate is plus 1.100, whereas RR's is plus 0.650. Both of them have 2 points. Both of them have 4 points, and these two teams are the only teams to get to 4 points. And number 3 is Kings 11 Punjab with 2 points. Number 4 is Mumbai Indians with 2 points. Number 5 is KKR with 2 points. Number 6 is CSK with 2 points. Number 7 RCB with 2 points. Number 8 with 0 points. And it is the only team to not yet score their to open their points table. The next match, the number 10th match, entering into the double figures, is between RCB versus Mumbai Indians. Thank you, friends.